Hello and thanks for stopping by. My name is Phil, I'm from Tooth Soup, and before I start I'd just like to apologise for my extended absence. My girlfriend and I have moved into a new place, so it's taken a few weeks to get settled and get the internet connected. But everything's sorted now and I should be able to get back into my weekly routine soon enough. For the time being, I thought I'd just give a quick review of a little action RPG game I've been playing lately called Wise, the Oath in Felghana. Believe it or not, it's actually a remake of a game initially launched in 1989 for the NEC gaming system, and subsequently ported to just about every system since, including the Famicom, Super Nintendo, Sega Mega Drive, PS2 and PSP. It was also released on the PC in 2005, and it's this version that has recently been localized and released on Steam. The story is, pretty unsurprisingly, dated, involving, surprise surprise, a power-mad king, ancient artifacts, and monsters that suddenly become active on a normally peaceful island. The writers that have done the localization must have been at least somewhat aware of the fact that there were a lot of cliches in the game, as they've spiced up the dialogue with some meta commentary, which never goes astray, but it doesn't really do very much to alter the fact that if you've played any RPG since 1989, you'll have a fairly good idea of where all these events are heading. In the new version, it's pretty obvious that the engine has changed, now allowing the player to move around in 3 dimensions rather than being constricted to the side-scrolling in the original. The graphics aren't going to win any awards for high fidelity, but they do the job. Gameplay-wise, there are a couple of interesting changes which all seem to be aimed at encouraging the player to try and fly through the game as fast as possible. For example, when you kill an enemy, they have a chance to drop potions that can increase your strength, defense, and mana recharge for a limited time. These potions stack, and so to get the biggest bonuses you'll want to string together kills. Combos between enemies will also boost the amount of experience you receive for a limited time as well. The action is simple but effective, with only 3 buttons controlling swinging your sword, jumping, and casting magic. I'm playing through on the normal difficulty, but I have a feeling that to get any kind of challenge out of the game, the highest difficulty would have been a better way to go. Boss battles follow the classic action RPG strategy of being insanely hard until you figure out the way the boss advertises their attacks, and then it's really just a matter of time before you beat them. All up, it's a pretty inoffensive game. It won't challenge you any more than it did when it was first released, but it's a nice little romp through memory lane for those of us who can remember the golden age of action RPGs. A good game for the downtimes between other, more major releases perhaps. It's available now on Steam for $14.99, but does go on sale from time to time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.